Hello, everybody. Well, as everybody knows, Michael Jackson has passed on yesterday, June 25th, 2009. Really is unbelievable. Um, I don't know, I don't get on the internet much and reach out and talk to folks, but I know that a lot of people admire Michael Jackson. And I just wanted to say that I admired him very much. I mean, I remember Michael Jackson coming up as a kid in 1968, 69, all the way up into the present. Michael Jackson was an inspiration back in the 60s and the early 70s to many, many folks, but particularly African Americans, because back in those days, you didn't see a lot of African Americans on television performing, and he helped to open a lot of doors for a lot of folks. He gave us the faith that we needed to believe that we could achieve anything, that we could be actors, that we could be entertainers. And back in those days, many young African Americans had inspirations, aspirations to be singers, to be dancers, to be musicians, but yet we felt like our opportunities were limited. But yet when we saw people like Michael Jackson on the Ed Sullivan Show and all sorts of TV shows all over the world, it just kind of helped us to realize that it was possible. And to that inspiration, we owe a great deal to Michael Jackson. I have a couple of his albums here, which I bought originally. As you can see, that's the Thriller album. And also I have one that he did with Paul McCartney, Say, Say, Say. Also, it was redone on the flip side, a remix, so to speak. This was before the DVDs and the iPods. Also, I have a very, very rare album of Michael Jackson's, and that is the picture disc, picture record release of the Michael Jackson Thriller. And on the other side, I'll take it out. I mean, this album really has never been played, and I never really thought that I would value this album as much as I do now. One reason being because, you sort of think that people like Michael Jackson are always going to be around simply because of their stardom. But he touched so many people. I mean, he was for the environment. He believed in helping those who had less. I mean, he reached out to Africa, Russia. He had something to do with anything that was going wrong in the world. He tried to help make it right through his music and through getting involved. Michael Jackson, really the man in the mirror, helped to inspire me. I mean, many times I would come back home to my little small town here in Port Arthur, Texas, and I lived in Oakland, California. But yet, every time I would come here, I was kind of disgusted with how the town was going down. But that song, The Man in the Mirror, inspired me to look at myself in the mirror and ask the question, well, why don't you do something about the issues in your community? Why don't you go back home? Look at the man in the mirror. Look at the man in the mirror. You do something about the problem. Don't wait on anybody else to make a move. We all have to do our part to make this world a better place. And I just wanted to sort of put that out there and just sort of do my piece to help commemorate and talk about what Michael Jackson meant to me and how he inspired my life, even though we know Michael Jackson was just a man, but he was a very extraordinary man. We know that he wasn't a god. He wasn't someone, I don't even think, that wanted to be idolized as much as he was. But at the same time, the way he moved, the way he indulged in his music and committed himself, and he tried to help many, many people, he earned that right to be idolized, because he is a very extraordinary person, a very extraordinary human being. and he will be missed. His spirit will be missed because he has such energy and he had a lot of grace about himself. Everybody has faults, yes, but I'm not the one to judge, and neither are you. So let's try to remember the good times and let God deal with the rest. But he will be missed on my end, and he was a great human being and a great humanitarian as well. Michael Jackson. Y'all take care, and remember, look at the man in the mirror and do what you can do to help make this world a better place. Michael Jackson is at rest now. He did all he can do, and yet his legacy still inspires. God bless.